Recording in progress, right? All right. So sales. Let's uncover sales. Good. Okay, the sales discovery phase. Discovery at least like the start of the sales call, right? So there is three ways if you're cold calling, there is three ways. What I saw is three things that's possible again, similar to cold calling. Number one is someone who said like, yeah, of course. Yeah, sure. That's one type, right? Second is I'm not sure, but I mean, how does it work? That one, like confused, polite, but confused. So they are skeptical. The people who are sure, they're less skeptical, but more like not open yet. So you have to open them up by showing basic vulnerability. Basic, I mean, basic vulnerability, yeah. And mainly like, just basic honesty. So if you can share upfront what exactly might go wrong, I think that would make it work for these type of people. Someone who is confused and polite, but is skeptical, is gonna go through the entire process, uh, but still they will not make a decision because they don't trust you enough yet, and they will not open up. It's gonna be difficult for you to make them open up, and so they will possibly say, "I'll think about it." Right? That is what is possible. So possible outcome is I'll think about it, and you yourself will feel the need to be likable, and prove your worth, right? That will come up because they will not be opening up. So your focus, you as the person who is consulting, right? You need to be focused on what they say and the problems and the situation they share with you. And if they don't share anything with you, then you don't have anything to focus on. So you'll be ideal. On the other hand, you'll be focused on, okay, how can I make this effective for them? So this thing has to be, brought up front and say that, hey, see, I know you were skeptical about this. It seems like, I listened to this or something around those lines, right? So you seem to be skeptical. I'm sure like you're not coming in with full openness and you are like here because you don't know me, right? So this is a cold interaction that both of us are having for the first time in this lifetime, right? So you might be skeptical. And what happens is like when someone is very skeptical, then I will have to learn more about you, your situation first, to give you the most amount of value in this call, right? But if you are skeptical and you're not, sharing with me enough, then I will not be able to uh, I'll not be able to first of all understand you, and then I'll not be able to present anything meaningful to you. At the end, both of us will be ending up wasting our time. So what I feel like would be much better is if we uh, can we both agree that I will be asking you a few questions, and can you help me understand the situation even more? Like share with me if there is anywhere you feel like, I don't trust this guy, do share with me, right? So that I can make sure how I can help you the most. Can we agree on that? Something along those lines. So that has to be tackled up front. Whatever the feeling that will stop you with people who is skeptical, you have to bring it up and share that this is what is going to be a challenge for us. Now we need to make sure that how we can overcome that challenge together, both you and me. Now, if we can do that, then really can we agree? Like, get an agreement there. That will help you to lower that guard down. And then, of course, we have to put some more lowering of guard, like disarming questions on the front end before that, and all throughout, right? Or something has to be done with this, right? Which will make sure that if you don't address this, then it will not be a good close, right? So maybe like agreements, agreements, agreements. Third thing I think is someone who's assertive. So this is possibly someone who, when you cold call or pitch the offer, they were like, no, I'm not interested. And then you converted that into a meeting by giving them something that they are looking forward to. So they're looking forward to this, this, this. If you can give me this, then I'm okay. If you cannot give me this, I'm not okay. So now we have to pitch that front. Like, see, it seems like this is about me, right? So these are the usual things that people don't might find a problem. So this, you okay with that? Yeah, cool. Now, see, this is very important before we can dive deep into this. It seems like you are looking into specific things, right? If that is happening, only then I'm in. Otherwise, I'm not. And I really like these type of personalities because that helps us save time and get a really good conversation that either leads to somewhere or we can disqualify each other and move on with our goal. So you are a goal oriented person, would that be fair to say? So can you tell me, like, what exactly are you here looking for? How can I help you? Or are you here looking for, why should I not work with this guy? Like, give me reasons why this is not good for me. And is there anything that you're looking for? So I think that there can be a question that can be brought up here. So with these people, we have to first of all give, like, ask about this. Ask a good question. Like, this is gonna be a weird question, right? I'm not sure if you will like me after this, but I really don't care about you liking me. I want us to trust each other in this conversation. Not that much. Can I ask a weird question? It's gonna be weird, but whatever your answer is, based on that, I will be behaving accordingly in this conversation moving forward. I think Benjamin Dennehy has a really good question about this. So yeah, so diagnose their situation, what they're looking for, and then have the question here. So assertive people ask a clarifying question. I think sales, like, it's more like, sense. You have to sense it. Script is not going to work. I saw this. The moment I start thinking about scripts, I lose the momentum and the flow, right? And the connection is lost. So we need to have more sensing, but to sense, we need to have frameworks that can help us with the sensing. Okay, so these are the three things that we can start with. So first of all, I already have something that I share with them beforehand, that this is what I'm going to be sharing with you. If that is not okay, then we cannot move forward. And then I think we can add three different ways to start the conversation and then dive into discovery. And what about the discovery? Uh, let's see, I'm not sure if the discovery is going to be same for all of them. If someone is like, sure, then the discovery is easy, right? Okay, can you tell me, like, what made you say yes to this call, right? 20 minutes. What are you expecting out of this conversation and the partnership? And how does the situation right now look like for you? Can you give me a clear picture? That's someone who is open, less skeptical. So we have to just open them up. Yeah, open them up. Someone who is confused, polite, skeptical, like, I mean, see, now I appreciate that you agreed with me on this. Now, for me to understand the situation better, can I ask you a couple questions? Yes. Let's start by, how exactly does it look like right now? I mean, you said yes to this. I'm sure you get a lot of calls like this. Why did you say yes to this? Why are we having this call today? What are you trying to hope? I'm sure you are trying to get something. If all the points dots match, and then and only then you are going to be like, okay, you know what? I have a problem. I need this challenge to be fixed. but I don't know who or what exactly is the right solution for that. Would that be fair to say? So, what exactly are you trying to achieve? What exactly is the situation right now? Can you give me some understanding so that I can show in what way we are or are not the reason or answer you're looking for? Okay, so that's how you start with, right? So if they're like skeptical, then you start with diagnosis, like, okay, the situation right now, how many you are doing? It's is it okay if I ask, would you hate me if I ask a lot of questions? Because if I don't ask questions, then I'm not effective. And if I'm not effective, I'm wasting your time. Yeah, okay, cool. Perfect. So let's dive deep into this. What exactly are you trying to achieve out of this? What does that look like in a month from now, 6 months from now? How does that impact you? Like, is there any positive impact in your life? If you do this and it doesn't work, what is the impact there? So what is more important to you in doing this and taking the leap and testing out something that if it works, it changes that outcome versus if it doesn't work and you are 6 months in and it's stuck right now. Which one is much more important for you? Like having that is more important than this, or this avoiding this is more priority than having that, or having that is a more priority than avoiding this. Which is more important to you? Once you can give them that, then they'll be like, okay, you know what? Avoiding this is much more important. Why is that, right? What exactly in your life right now makes you say that? Like, have you had bad experiences that you tried before, it failed, and it left you in a worse situation that took you longer to come across and help again from? So how would you decide? How would you decide that something? Because see, if you don't try something, like right now, I don't want to. I don't want you to try anything. I don't want you to work with us. Okay. I have not decided that we are going to be working with us. I'm really trying to understand, how do you decide that? That let's say without trying, nothing, we cannot say anything without trying. Of course, testimonials is a very big factor. So are you looking for, you know what, I'm not going to take a risk. So only if this works, I know this worked for other people like me, and only then I am okay to even think about that, right? Is that how you're looking at it? So in that way, like, we cannot work together at all, right? Because we don't have that testimonials. How do you look at us? Can you be totally honest with this? Because I really want to help you, right? I have this experience and all, right. We have a team and stuff, but we are still in the growing phase. So if you're looking to work with someone with much more experience than this, do you think that will be a solution to this? Mm-hmm. So can I ask you one another question? When someone is, that good, they will be having like 100 people versus us will be having custom solutions. So how do you see both of these? Like, what does this have as a pro and this doesn't? And what does this have as a pro and this doesn't? So if you see the numbers and the numbers add up, and if we put a guarantee about applications, because see, loans is the exact thing that you're looking for, of course, but getting to a loan is a lot of steps. And we, as someone who can only help you with getting to a certain step, we cannot convert a loan. So if we can get you to enough number of appointments based on the people you were speaking with, if you give us a feedback that yes, these are the type of people where I see at least I can get 3 loans in the next 3 months, 4 loans in the next 3 months. If I can see that, is that going to be something that's worth taking a shot? Okay. And then now, and then maybe like, so that is the, okay, if that happens, so the if factor is there. Now we have to remove the if factor by adding guarantees to that. So what happens if, like, they will be asking, what happens if um that doesn't work, and I don't get the results that you're looking for, then maybe we can work for free until you do. So you don't pay us a single dollar after that until you get to the number. So at the end of the day, all the data that you are spending on Facebook, it's your data. So we will be building out the system. We will be giving you results, but at the end of the day, these are home buyers from the states that you're looking for. So these are not like data that's wasted. You keep nurturing them up. You have so many people to work with. So in next 3 months, you have 20 times three. Now, of course, not everyone will convert into a closed loan in just 3 months. People might take longer, but then if you're not working with us and then you close the deal, that's still because of us. So how exactly do you see judging us? Like, how can you judge us properly? Like, what is the metric that you feel like is fair to us to judge our effectiveness from your point of view? I think that is a good question. So that way we get into a situation of discussion where everything is absolutely focused on them. And then we find out, okay, these are the metrics that we can look forward to. And then maybe like have a second call saying, oh, sorry, not second call. And then maybe like say, okay, cool. So let me show you what exactly we have. And then I'll be giving you some numbers that if it makes sense, then we can move forward. Otherwise, you can just tell me no. Can we agree on that? Yeah. I mean, like, see, I don't care if you don't say no. For so far, I really don't value any relationship that's built on, fear. It has to be built on mutual trust. So I need to trust you as much as you need to trust me. So if I can I trust you on the fact that if I show you this and it doesn't make sense to you, can you tell me no instead of I'll think about it? Because mostly when you think about stuff, what exactly you think about? You're not taking a cup of coffee and thinking about, oh, what if Shubra is right? Should I do this? Should I not do this? We don't do that, right? So can we do that? Can we agree on that? Like it's either yes or a no. Save both of us time. Cool. Perfect. So this is what we do, right? A, B, C, D. So I show the system up. At this stage, this is what happens. This stage, this is what happens. This stage, this is what happens. These three steps, you don't have to care about that. We take care of that part. Only when someone comes here, that's when we share it to you. Any feedback, give it to us as soon as possible so that we can iterate on that. Or we can look on that and improve that. Or at least like have a note so that we can collect some data and then improve on top of it. That's what we want. And then we say them, okay, see, this is the number that we are going to be targeting. This is the number that you are going to be investing on Facebook ads. This is the number that we are going to be charging if you want to continue with us moving forward, right? But but it's a big but, right? If you see that this is not something that's working for me, I don't want to continue. You don't pay us a single dollar, okay? And we will get you to 20 applications, 20 consultations, like show up on the call. From there, you can at least get like 5 applications, right? And also like the remaining data will export and give it to you so that all the leads that you have generated, which is going to be about like 100, which from there, like, which is going to be about like 60, 70. So even from there, you have enough people to work with for the rest of your life. And I'm sure you can get like 2 deals out of it in the next 12 months, right? 2 to 3 deals, 2 deals out of it for the next 12 months if you play it right, right? Even without us. So you're not losing there. So you don't pay us anything. There's going to be a setup fee of $497 to set everything up, customize it for you, do the research, do the videos and everything. And I want you to share with me that if this is something that absolutely you want to move forward with us, the type of people we are, whatever I've shown you, whatever strategy I've shared with you, do you think that is something that will help you? Do you think this is possibly the answer for you to get to the point that you are trying to go? In what way exactly? Can you tell me in what way though? In what way though? In what way though? Uh-huh. Okay. Cool. So this is what I think would be much, much ideal. This is a really ideal discovery. So I need to, what I've understood is like, if you are looking for I saw this. Like if I'm trying to mimic some sales coach, right? If I'm trying to mimic a sales coach, instead of sensing the prospect and learning the prospect in my industry, it always goes wrong. I really need to, I really think that, sensing the prospect and speaking with more people and trying to understand what they're looking for, how they're thinking, and reading psychology, reading just human psychology and human behavior rather than just, looking for scripts that works uh, for someone. Looking for that is not the answer. If you look for scripts and you use that into your tonality, your perspective, your personality, it will not come up the same way. It's not going to have the same effectiveness. So I think the way you have to look at this is you find out what exactly you as a person really stand for, believe in, and then what makes sense to you. Because I really don't think that sales has to have like one single strategy. I really feel that 50% closing rate is possible if we can give them what they are looking for, help them take a decision, remove obstacles, and gain clarity and remove skepticism and mistrust right before the discovery. So if you can remove mistrust, lack of trust, and skepticism before the discovery phase, even starting to ask a question, and you can gain compliance before that, before the discovery. And then you really have good questions in the discovery phase that helps them understand the problem and gain clarity about the situation that they can end up with and what is the best possible decision in their situation. If you can come up with that and then make them agree that that's what we're going to be doing first, and if we cannot do that, agree on that, then we cannot have this call. Like, I cannot help you. If you cannot get that, I cannot help you. And only if we can get that, then we can either have a second call, or in this call, I will be able to, if you have time, then we will be able to go deep into what we have to offer. Does that make sense? Yes. Or do you want to reschedule right now? I mean, if you don't have enough time for this today. I don't think it's fine with me. I think that would really be effective. And if you can do that, then I don't think your accent would matter. I don't think how you look would matter. I don't think how you speak would matter. I think what matters is like, of course, clean audio, no background noise, and focus. I think this is very important, man. Like, I love brainstorming sessions for this reason. Now I have to listen to this entire thing and then find out what can be done. I have two sales calls today. I know it's not going to go exactly as planned. I know it's not going to be going good. So I'll try my best to do that until I find the proper process to do this. Uh, yeah.